Passed. The Honorable Dr. Naomi Waqo, Member of Parliament for Marsabit County and Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to make my contribution to this motion of adjournment, as I also appreciate Honorable Member who brought it to the House. Mr. Speaker, it is a very unfortunate state that we are in and we are discussing. And before I go far, I want to condone with the parents and the families affected, because I know some students lost their lives, and we've also lost a teacher in this whole thing. I also know very well that there are students who are hospitalized and the parents are struggling with them. And so we wish them quick recovery, as we also condone with the parents who lost their loved ones. Mr. Speaker, it is unfortunate that in today's world, at this particular time, as a country, we are experiencing this in our boarding schools, which clearly says something on the quality of the services or of what happens in those schools. Some years ago, we overcrowded our public schools, and the private schools were able to grow, and anybody who was able to pay privately for their children was able to take their child or their children to private schools where they could get quality education. And unfortunately, our public schools remained crowded and with poor facility, teachers not even motivated, and the standard of performance and everything came down. And today, we know very well in all our public high schools, and especially the boarding schools, the quality of services they receive, the infrastructure, and what the students go through is sometimes what you do not want even to imagine of. So we know very well that the students are suffering and they have nothing much to do. The parents, of course, with the competition and the few spaces that are there, you have to just take your child to available space. And so it is unfortunate that we are talking about this today, and I urge the Ministry of Education to give this proper attention as it deserves and see how best we can improve. The students are going home. For the next 2 weeks, the schools will be closed. And while they are at home, it is high time for the management and the ministry to see how best the facilities can be improved. And when we were growing up, the public health used to do the inspection of all the schools. It is high time for that to be done. You know, these days people practice corruption everywhere, and sometimes they can even do fake reports without visiting the schools. And so it is high time now for the people concerned to do the inspections and to give the necessary reports so that any improvement that needs to be done can be done. Again, the cooks and those people who are serving our students in boarding schools should go also for medical checkups so that they can be in good health to serve our children. We also know very well that there are those service providers, the people who provide or supply food, and the quality of food supplied should also be tested and some standards be put in place so that we are sure of what our children eat. Mr. Speaker, we also know through accidents we are losing our students. A lot of care has to be taken. Many things that need to be put in place in terms of the vehicles that they use, the drivers that are employed, all that has to be put in place. I know my time is moving.